Alright, I am using 3D Slicer on the dental CT scans. I am an editor. I've selected Mandible. Going to use Threshold to highlight the area that I want to work in. Trying to get a pretty good map of the jaw. This is for the temporomandibular joint, so this should be pretty good. I'm going to use that for paint. So when I come over here for the paint effect, and I need a way smaller. Then it's just going to mark the areas I want. It's only going to highlight the areas that I've already thresholded. So grabbing a couple, just as an example. And then pop over to Surface Models, Model Maker, New Hierarchy, Mandible, Laplace, Smoothing, and Apply. And so that gives me this little slice right here. Just as an example of those working, this is obviously isn't the whole thing. So after doing that process on each of the areas I wanted, this was the final model I came up with. So mandible, part of the facial bone, part of the zygomatic bone, to show the temporomandibular joint. So running my MATLAB code, first up displaying 3D Slicer. I can come in here and select one. So this is the mandible from 3D Slicer. Next up, the MRI scans. Using the potentiometer to scan through them. Pressing the button to end it. Then for the 3D modeling, drawing my triangles. I'm doing triangles in this case because they're quick. And then hitting the enter button each time I'm ready to move to the next slice. And there is the final model. Next up, so I'm going to redisplay so I can select one. I'm actually just going to stick right with that one. So using the blur effect, applying the motion effect, applying salt and pepper, and removing salt and pepper. And finally, I'm going to load an image. I'll use my parents' dog. And, oh, sorry. Now we're going to scan all the way through, changing the brightness, and using the push button again to finish the action. Now it's good. Cool. So for the MRI scans, it's loaded. Oh, come on. We're panning and push button to end. And then for not salt and pepper, brightness, the potentiometer, and catch the LED, and then button to end. Kind of went on its own. Okie dokie, that's it.
Hit stop.
Yeah.